Hi, today we're talking about creating a winning mindset for network marketing success. Why do some people seem to be really successful in business and network marketing, and you can't seem to sell a product or sign anybody up? You think about what are you doing wrong? Well, maybe it's not what you're doing wrong, but it's maybe the approach that we take. And, if you'd have told me 3 years ago that I needed to change my mindset, I would have told you I don't have time for that. I just need you to give me a step-by-step direction on how to do these things that are going to make me successful and change my lifestyle and give me the lifestyle I want so I can sit on a beach and play on my laptop. And we all know that's not true, but my point is that there is no hack, there's no shortcut, and it really is about mindset. A winning mindset involves three components that I see that are very important that we're going to talk about. And those components and really characteristics or attributes for a winning mindset are resilience, having a positive outlook, and relentless pursuit of your goals. And each of these has a place, and I really believe that these are interrelated. They build on each other, and without having really all three of these in your mindset, you're going to struggle. And so we're going to talk about resilience, and it's really this ability to bounce back from setbacks and really to endure in adversity and really to come out stronger than you were before. And resilience isn't only about bouncing back or standing up to setbacks, but it's really about how you navigate them and having this determination to see them through and to not give up. And that is resilience. It's the fight that you have in the game. It's this mindset that you have that where when you see failures or you don't make your goals or you have setbacks, it's how you handle those and how you work through them, go around them, but whatever you do, you get past it and put it behind you, and you're stronger and you're closer to your goal. So when you hear the cliche that for every no you're closer to a yes, well, there's a lot to that. And so what it means is that a no feels like a setback or when you're rejected. And so what that means is that you work around that, you put it behind you. And while hearing a no really is a very small thing, you're going to come up against things in life that are going to be challenges that are going to really kind of derail you if you let it. So it's what do you do with those things that really kind of compete for attention in your life that are negative? And so how do you work past it? How do you, in your business, where do you come from the standpoint of when you have a setback or things don't work out the way you want to, or you put a lot of work into a campaign or building a website or building a landing page and it just flops. A lot of times we just want to say, well, that didn't work, and we go on to the next thing. But working through that, figuring out why it didn't work and learning from what didn't work or what caused that setback, and it's getting through those things that we learn and we become better entrepreneurs and we don't make those mistakes again, or we know that challenge is going to be coming our way, and so we mitigate that by putting things in place or not doing certain things so that we don't have that problem or that challenge. Resilient individuals possess this deep sense of inner strength that allows them to face challenges and head on while maintaining a positive outlook. And so, it's while we face challenges, it's I always tell people that when they're really down, I said, I hope you don't play poker because I know you just got dealt the losing hand. And so, while we might be having a rough day, it's how we move forward through that and how we maintain a positive outlook. And I'll tell you something, that affects everything around you and how you approach things and maintaining that positive outlook. It's more than just ignoring a challenge or that something went wrong, but it's acknowledging that, and that's okay. But it's again how we handle that. Do we let it just derail us? Do we let it defeat us? Absolutely not. And if you look at any successful entrepreneur, you see this element of resilience. It's a consistent attribute. It's something that they portray, that they project constantly. Maintaining a positive outlook is looking for the silver lining in every situation and looking for the positive outcome. And I believe that energy follows intention. If we're looking for something to have a good outcome, then we're going to find that, because that's what we're looking for. If we're looking for everything to be doomsday and everything to not work out, then surely we're going to find that too. It involves really focusing on the positive, even if it's a little thing, instead of focusing on the negative. And this too will influence the outcome of any situation. A positive outlook encourages creativity. It encourages innovation. And what it does is it encourages us to look for alternative possibilities or solutions to situations or problems that we may face. By fostering, positivity, individuals not only enhance their own well-being, but also inspire and uplift those around them, and creating this ripple effect of optimism and empowerment in your team. And so when you're positive and people see you facing challenges, and that's okay to face challenges, but it's how you face them. And when we talk about duplication in network marketing, those are the kinds of duplication that will build big teams. So when we talk about attraction marketing, just for a second, it's not just about producing a lot of content, while that's a big part of it. It's not about going out and pushing your material or your advertising on anybody, but pulling them in. And one of the ways that you're going to be able to pull people in is through a positive outlook. When we're talking about having a relentless pursuit of your goals, it involves setting an ambitious yet attainable goals and tirelessly working towards them. And I will tell you that there was a time up till just very recently, in the many years that I've been working thought I was working to be an entrepreneur, but I was paralyzed by perfection. And in other words, everything had to be perfect. Instead of just going with what I've got, I had to make sure everything was perfect. I would spend time, endless time, putting things together, but really showing no output. And so it wasn't productivity. It was, and then when I did finally pull the trigger and move forward, it still wasn't perfect. So I was highly disappointed. So there's a term that I've heard over and over and never really embraced, but it's MED, minimal effective dose. So when you get something started, or have an idea, run with it and get it out there as quick as you can, kind of like this video. And as I sit here, I feel like there's a lot of things that I could do different, things I could have said. I get a little tongue-tied. I'm not, making video is not really my strength, but it's something I'm willing to step out of my comfort zone and do. So it's part of the relentless pursuit of my goals. My goal is to build a network marketing team and to be a good leader and to be able to nurture and provide training and education and encouragement and all of those things. And my hope is that I'll find people along the way that aspire to that and do a better job than me in doing that. So, but really everything I think about doing and pursuing my goals is really about meeting the needs of other people. And that's one of my goals. So figuring out what your goals are and then being in a pursuit of them that is relentless. In other words, not giving up, nothing standing in your way, no challenges, no setbacks, no, bad news during the day, no, getting upset about something and saying, well, that's it, I can't, continue to focus on my business. Having the ability to just take those things in, work with them, and realize that a lot of those things you don't have any control over. So that is all part of being in pursuit of your goals and being relentless and not letting anything stand in your way. There's a little pro tip, I love that term, but Willie Nelson said, once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. And I really believe that. And I sit with people in my daily job, and I listen to them and their situations, and some of the comments that come out of them make me just want to fall to the floor. They're so negative. And when you try to encourage them, they're not willing to accept it. They're not willing to accept anything but life is just a bowl of cherry pits and somebody else got the cherry. And, I don't know if that's a good example. Probably not. Let's start over with that. Once you replace negative thoughts with positive ones, you'll start having positive results. Willie Nelson said that. And the thing about it is, as I sit through the day with people in my job, and I hear their stories, and I hear their situations, and I hear their comments, they are so down, they're so negative, and it's no wonder that they see the situations the way they are, and the situations end up coming out just the way they said they would. And when you try to encourage them and help them have a different outlook and mindset, they're just so resistant to that. And again, I feel like energy follows intention. So if we're looking for positive outcomes, that's what we're looking for, and that's what we'll find. Just want to take a second and just encourage you to get your free resource, and the link's down in the description below. And it's called Pensions to Prosperity. It's a free book or resource that I have. It's really for anybody, but there's a retirement crisis that we're facing in our country and probably globally, and it goes all the way back for me to 2007, to the Great Recession. And I really feel that network marketing is one of those things, or is a wonderful vehicle to be able to really bring us through that, and to be able to change our lifestyle and to change our outlook. So many people lost most of their retirement during that time, and I could talk about that for an hour, and I won't do that. But I'm not in a point in my life where time is really on my side as far as being able to set money aside. Again, as an entrepreneur, I'm not really sure that putting my money in a 401k is a really a wise thing to do. That's my opinion, and I want to take control of my situation, and I see network marketing as a way of doing that. So grab that free resource down in the description, wherever that would be around this video, and check it out. I'd love to hear from you, and tell me what you think. So we're going to look at the next part of this video, and it's viewing your perception, or shifting that perception. And there's a couple of things we'll look at, and it's really about how we view challenges as opportunities. And that might sound like a lot of hogwash to a lot of people, but instead of allowing failures to discourage and demotivate us, we need to view them as valuable stepping stones to the path to success, as I've mentioned. But failures are seen as valuable learning experiences, and I think that is one of the things that when I was in grad school that they talked about a lot, and was being a lifelong learner. And so getting a grad degree is just really opening your eyes to and giving you the ability to become that lifelong learner. So approaching every situation as a learner, as asking questions, trying to experience it in a positive way. So we want to really embrace this mindset, and allow us to cultivate this sense of optimism, and allow us to be able to again see things completely different. It's a perspective, and we want to see failures as those stepping stones. And I've said this over and over, but really, once you get past a failure or a challenge or a negative situation, and it is a stepping stone. It becomes, and once you face that, you've been there before, and so it's not like it's going to hold you back. You know how to navigate it, and so that's very important. One of the key components in this whole process is goal setting, and we talked about this. And this is a really a very strategic and systematic process of defining your clear and measurable and actionable objectives. And I like to use SMART goals, and this isn't a training on that, but it's something you can look up, and perhaps if people are interested, I can do a training on that. But I'm always, every goal I set, even little things, even for the day, I find myself going through that SMART goal process. But it involves identifying specific targets and milestones, and aligning that with your personal values, with your organization and your aspirations. And so effective goal setting requires careful consideration of your values and priorities. And it's important, whether in personal development, your career, and whether you're building your network marketing business. It is about, it's a roadmap, and it serves as a process or a roadmap for growth and attainment, and empowering individuals in your group to turn their aspirations into reality through deliberate planning and action. And then, the power of visualization. It's this ability to really see the end in your mind, and create this mental image of what that looks like. And that's so important, because it influences your thoughts and your emotions, and it moves you towards those objectives. And so if we can't visualize it, and we can't see it, then it's hard to go in that direction, and it's easy to become derailed. And then there's an importance in this whole growth mindset, and it's because it transforms our way of thinking. It transforms us as professionals, and it embraces the challenges again as opportunities and growth rather than treating them as disabilities. So we want to look at things from a different perspective and view our setbacks and failures as valuable learning experiences. And I know this seems a little repetitive, but it all comes together, and I think you can see why now. If you don't have one of these components or it's missing, then the other two aren't going to hold you up. So you've got to have this mindset that fosters a love for learning and a willingness to step out of your comfort zone. Just like me doing this video is not my thing. I've got YouTube channels where you don't see my face, and so as I build this network marketing company or business, I want to, I have to put myself out there. I have to create relationships. And so while I share this material, I find myself stumbling around, but it's part of that growth mindset of stepping out of my comfort zone and, and adopting this mindset. And it doesn't happen overnight. It happens through, studying other people. I've got mentors that I don't know personally, but I read their books, I listen to their podcast, I watch their videos. And I'm looking at it from the perspective of a mindset today. Instead of looking for that hack, that blueprint, that one thing that's going to push me over the edge. And what I find is that it is a part of the journey, and it's the mindset we have. And it's kind of like going through a wilderness, and you're only given so many things to survive with. And it's the same thing. Why do some people make it to the finish line and some people have to be rescued, or some people don't make it? And they all have the same things to work with. Well, it's mindset, and it's the ability to be able to problem solve and build those stepping stones in that path. And we all have to do it. You can do it as fast as you want, but Robert Kiyosaki says that you can achieve success as fast as you want, but there's no shortcut. So it's all about what you put into it. It's about the mindset. It's about thinking like an entrepreneur. So by embracing these principles we've discussed in this video, you're not just working towards a success in network marketing, you're building this mindset that will serve you in every facet of your life. And it'll also serve those that you're working with. And remember, the journey to success is ongoing, and with the right mindset, there's no limit to what you can achieve. And again, don't forget the freebie that I have for you. It's Pensions to Profit, and it's a great little resource that I wrote, and I'd love to share that with you. The link is in the description or in the bio, depending on where you're seeing this video. And I just want to leave you with this last thought. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. Albert Hubbard said that. And so, just remember that. Positive anything is better than negative nothing. And so many times we find ourselves with a positive in our lap and we go, we just dismiss it. It's not that bad, or it's not that great, and I'd rather have the negative. And you find people, and you might even find yourself gravitating towards the negative. So just look for the little nuggets of positive, and those are the pebbles that you put in the path. And it's just a process, and it's ongoing. It's not an event, and it's not something that happens overnight. It's a process, and I want to encourage you to adopt these three elements today of goal setting, resilience, and I want to encourage you to embrace these three components here of resilience, positive outlook, and relentless pursuit of your goals. Please grab your free resource, and while you're there, just give this a thumbs up or a like, and I really appreciate you doing this and spending your time with me, and have a great day and to your success.